Mike Lee. And if you don't know him, you've seen his name. It's everywhere.
Lucy, thank you.
I've been everywhere.
Thank you. I'm not giving up. I'm Mike Lee. I'm running for one of our civil district courts, the 116th District Court. On election night 2008, after losing a race for the 162nd District Court by a whole lot of votes, I told two people, besides my wife, she and I had previously discussed this, but I told two people I was running for the 116th District Court in 2010, Jonathan Neerman and Wade Emmer. Now, I believed then that as bad as it felt on election night 2008, I knew this county was turning around. I did not know how much it was turning around. We're going to win this county. We're going to win this county this time. We're going to sweep every race. But we can run. We're going to do it by hard work over the next 45 days. I'm going to assume that every one of you is going to vote for every one of us in this room. All right? So I'm not going to stand up here and try to convince you to vote for me and for all of us. Instead, I'm going to try to convince you to get 100 of your friends, your neighbors, the people you go to church with, to vote for all of us. And I'm going to do it by telling a story. In college, I had a roommate who, junior and senior year, I had an apartment of 4 guys. We were all politics majors. We loved politics. And one of my roommates loved election time, and his greeting to everybody when it got near election, and during that time we had a general election, then we had a special election for Congress in which Steve Bartlett ultimately was elected the congressman. Then we had a city council election, and he would go around saying, vote early and vote often. He meant it in the Chicago kind of way. I'm here to tell you to vote early and to vote often. Vote early. I'm not going to give you the speech on why you should vote early. Vote the first day of early voting, period. Get it done with. There are a lot of good reasons for all the campaigns why you should. It's a good reason for your mailbox why you should. Vote the first day of early voting. You can vote often legally. You can vote often legally by getting the person who lives to your left, the person who lives to your right, the people on your email list, the people on your Facebook page, the people who follow you on Twitter, the people who drive by your house and see the yard signs in your yard. You get all of them to vote for us. You have voted a lot. And I'm going to tell you how I know this works. I used to write a letter before I became a judicial candidate to a lot of people and say, here's who I recommend you vote for. A few years ago, we were at supper club, and one of our neighbors came up to me. She was introducing us to her new date, and she came up to me and said, do we vote soon? And I told her when. And then she turned to this guy that she's dating and says, Michael tells me who to vote for. And I went, yes! I figured when it came to the judicial offices, I had that kind of sway over my wife, my mom, my sister. It was really nice to have someone not in my house say that I said who to vote for. The reality is, you know, everyone who is here, and those people that you're talking to don't know anybody below the level of congressman and governor, to be honest. So when you advocate for us, you earn us votes. So please, vote early and legally vote often. Mike Lee for the 116th District.